Hey, what do you know? We're still 6-2.
But why does it feel like we were off last week, but it feels like we won?
Oh, buddy, we won. A lot of good things happened while we were not playing
Holy
at all.
shit.
At all. Still 6-2, feeling like much better than 6-2, running away with this division.
Listen,
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Listen, I've been saying it for years. I don't know what I like more, an Eagles win or a Cowboys loss. But when they both happen in the same week, it is just a beautiful thing. And then on top of it, the Commanders lose, the Giants lose, the Packers lose. Who else?
Lions
lose. I mean, as far as the NFC goes, and then as far as the NFC East goes, you got to just feel real good right now. I mean, I'm not trying to get too hyped up, but it was a beautiful bye week. I thought it was going to be, I thought I was going to miss football, but just sitting back and just watching all the chips fall where they were supposed to. And then a couple beautiful trades by Howie.
Oh,
man.
Howie does it again.
It's a good day.
Does it again. And with that, welcome to episode 13 of Cheap Seats. I am Jay Sensi, joined by Tyler Kelvey. Birds are front runners in the NFC East, front runners maybe in the NFC. We got a lot to talk about in this episode with our big trades. We also have a guest that we're going to bring in shortly.
Special guest.
And then we're going to talk about Packers. Talk about Packers as well. You want to dive in anything first before we introduce our first podcast guest?
Well, I mean, let's just touch on, a couple of the trades that happened.
Yeah.
So Jalen Phillips.
Love it.
Probably, the biggest thing. And what I love, too, about it is he's already connected. He was already connected with us.
With Vic, yep.
With Vic Fangio. He was one of the guys who really thrived under him. He enjoyed his coaching style. And also the Jair Alexander, he was with our defensive backs coach in Green Bay. So they have a connection. So these are already, and then the guy we got from the Jets, he was drafted by Joe Douglas, Howie Roseman. They have a connection. So these guys we picked up, they're not just like off the street type guys. Like they have roots into what we are trying to build here. So hats off to Howie. Another great, trade. And, let's make a push. I mean, and it feels like we even got more free agencies or more pickups because now we get Nolan Smith back.
Yes.
Brandon Graham's back.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not a bad day to be a Birds fan, that's for sure.
No, and we didn't have to give up the house to get these guys either. Now, you can make the case that Jair Alexander is probably at the end of the career or the downside of the career, but man, if he has even half of what he had in Green Bay, man, he's certainly an instant upgrade over what we've got with Ringo and Jackson.
Yeah, I mean, we still have Jaquarian Bennett coming back too.
True.
So these were depth moves in certain spots, to add just in case. And that's what is the biggest difference between Super Bowl winning teams and, bottom of the barrel teams is you have depth to where maybe he's not a difference maker, but he won't put you in such a deficit when guys maybe get injured for a game or two. Like, I don't think any of these pickups, maybe the Jalen Phillips for sure, I think he's going to be an impact player.
Yeah.
But the other two, if they could come in and just contribute, similar to, the 2017 year, like we were picking up pieces and we ended up getting, Peterson, right? He ended up getting that pick in that NFC Championship. He didn't play much all year long, really, except for that one play. And if Jair Alexander can contribute somewhere along those lines where he just makes one big play in one big game, it's worth it. It's worth giving up a 6th-round draft pick that we're going to probably end up fleecing somebody in with the draft next year anyways.
For sure. And, what's the likelihood of that we keep a 6th-round pick?
Yeah, no.
Right? I think you roll the dice there a bit. I love the Jalen Phillips pickup. I think there were a lot of big names out there that everybody was trying to get from an edge rusher standpoint. I'm glad we didn't give up the house for a Myles Garrett or what's the guy from the Bengals? Hendrickson?
Yeah, no.
We got enough. We got enough now.
The Miles Sanders thing was just crazy to me. I did not think that...
Myles Garrett,
Myles Garrett. giving up 3 first-round picks is what they were talking about at one point. Like, that's
How he's
nuts.
not going to do that.
Like, that's bad franchise talk.
Yep.
You know?
That's stuff that the Jets do.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. But even like the Sauce Gardner, like people were like, oh, the Eagles should have traded for Sauce Gardner. Listen, we have Sauce Gardner. We have, Quinyon Mitchell.
Yep.
And he's going to have to get paid along those lines. Like, you can't pay everybody all the time. Good franchises, you get your cornerstone players at your respective depths, defensive back, linebacker, pass rusher, interior lineman, and you pay 1, 2, 3, or 4 of them, and then you build around them with, economic pieces where you can keep it all together and not, be in the hole. And that's
100%.
kind of what we're doing here. And but the one thing with all these new additions and guys coming off the IR and BG getting active is we're probably going to cut AJ.
Yeah.
We're cutting AJ.
You think they'll do it mid-season?
We're going to probably cut him this week.
Really? Think so?
AJ Dillon, that is.
You got me.
Probably AJ
you got
Dillon.
Me with that. You got me with that. I was very surprised by that take until you said the last name. I should know better by now.
No.
Asshole.
AJ Brown. And another thing is AJ Brown still an Eagle.
Still an
all
Eagle.
the fucking talk.
Yep.
I knew that we were not going to move off him this year.
Right.
We're going to move off him in the offseason because it's just regardless of the smoke that he brings in the social media stuff, we're going to have to move off him anyways after this year. Like, we're going to get a good return off of him when we trade him, and it's just time. I mean, Devontae Smith is,
he's the guy.
He's becoming that
He
guy.
can be the guy.
Yeah, we have Dotson.
Yep.
We'll draft somebody in the late round, or maybe another first round pick. We use late first round pick. We get a receiver who
Maybe
slips in the
Darius
draft.
Cooper comes up too.
Darius Cooper could come up big. These are things that
Johnny Wilson
Johnny
gonna
Wilson
come back
still,
from injury.
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of guys that we've invested in that, sometimes when they don't turn around right away, people are like, he's a bust, this and that. But, we've also had where we, matured these players, Jordan Mailata, Brandon Graham. Like, we've had these certain players where they sit for a year or two and then they really develop into what we hope they would be.
Yep.
So.
Yep. I love it. Eagles are a very, very well-run franchise, unlike a number of others in the league. And I'm happy to be a Birds fan. I'm excited for the future.
Go Birds.
Go Birds. We bring them in?
Bring them in.
All right. So for the first time on the Cheap Seats podcast, we're going to have a guest. You're going to hear from somebody outside of just Tyler and myself. And we're going to let him in.
Hand me that bottle over there.
You going to need it?
Yeah, I'm going to fucking need it.
Take a swig of that.
Fucking Bill. Jeez.
I'm going to need a swig too. Before we let him in, let's just...
I can't even get it open. He's got me all fucking
You're all
flustered.
sweaty?
He's just got
Hands are sweaty.
this fucking guy. Ooh, baby.
Take the edge off a little bit at least.
Whew. All right.
Yeah, let's
All
go.
right.
Pony up.
Now I'm ready. Bring him in.
All right. Again, for the first time on the Cheap Seats podcast, we would like to welcome a third party here. I must preface by saying, not an Eagles fan. We're working on that. Fan of, the Jets are really a team. Please welcome our good friend, perennial Eagles hater, and New York Jets fan, Bill Gunger. Bill, are you with us?
Boys, I'm with you. And, it's amazing to be your first guest on your podcast. I got to tell you, I enjoy one of the best. I follow a lot of podcasts. I listen to a lot of podcasts, and you guys have a really good podcast. I mean, some of the bullshit you sling around about your team and talking about guys like Joe Douglas. I mean, Joe Douglas put the Doug Graves for Jets. He's terrible. He's your scouts now. Like, you hired him back as a scout. But we'll get into that later. But I got to tell you, I think your podcast is one of the best. It's well done, very informative. You guys know your shit about the Eagles. I'm real impressed with what you have. But I mean, you have somebody like me on because I understand what we're doing, and what a day. I mean, yesterday one of the greatest trade days in the history of NFL football. The Jets. Let me get my calculator out. I think we have like 330 picks in the next 2 years, and we should be good. I mean,
Yeah, you're gonna whiff on most of them.
Yeah,
but
well, I saw a sign outside of the Jets stadium. It was building for Spirit Halloween. The way you guys were liquidating everything. It looked
listen,
like
I listen to guys, and Eagles fans are like that, right? Like you guys, I was waiting to come on, and I'm in the green room, and I'm listening to you guys talk about Michael Carter from the Jets. He didn't play. He sucked. Okay, he's okay. He, he's not Sauce Gardner. Why didn't you get Sauce Gardner?
well, because he's a
Sauce
30
is the man.
he's a $30 million a year player. We
Yeah.
can't even afford him if we wanted him. That's the
Yeah,
biggest
very
thing.
true. Well. I mean, you guys do. The way you afford the old guy that just doesn't play half the season, and how he brings them in later. I mean, breaks every NFL rule. Like, oh, he's hurt, whatever, retired, bring him back so you can fudge the cap money. I mean, if you guys want to bring that up, let you guys explain that to me how that works, and they get away with it, right?
Listen,
he's good at what he does.
he's good at what he does.
I'll tell you what, though, the Jets fleeced the Cowboys on that deal,
Oh yeah,
right? On
Yeah,
the
they
defensive
did. They
tackle,
did.
2 firsts.
Okay, and guys, you're right about that because Quinnen Williams is a great player, but the Cowboys have nobody, so they're just going to double team Quinnen Williams, so he's useless.
Yep.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter how good you are. If you're getting double teamed in the NFL, you're going to have very little production.
and
And the
to give up
Cowboys,
and to give up that much like trade capital when you only have 3 wins is kind of nuts
Yeah.
for the Cowboys
Yeah.
to do. Like they
Right.
could have made
Yeah.
it. They could have did a little bit better in the offseason if that's what they want to do. Or, imagine if they drafted a perennial defensive stud, maybe from Penn State, and he wore number 11, and you could have paid that guy and not let him leave. That's what the Cowboys should have done. But here we are mid-season, and they're trading away, second round, third round, first round draft picks for a defensive tackle. I don't know.
But you got to remember, though, you got to be fair because the Cowboys have Dak Prescott, which is the best quarterback in the NFC East. I mean, I think back in the day, I think we discussed this. He was much better than Carson Wentz, still playing, wins a lot of games, and the quarterback league, right? And you look at the NFC East for longevity of the Eagles, you have Dak Prescott, Jackson Dart, Jordan Daniels. What a bad injury, very bad injury. But that's three elite quarterbacks, and then you guys got your guy,
and then we just got a guy. And we just got a guy, an MVP runner-up, a Super Bowl winning MVP. Been to 2 Super Bowls, outplayed Patrick Mahomes in both of those Super Bowls. Yeah, I feel you. I'm bummed out by what we got.
Bill,
That's for sure.
Is that how you rank the quarterbacks in the NFC East? How you laid it out?
So we got Dak 1. We got Dak 1, Jaden 2, Dart 3.
Jaden 2, Dart 3, and Hurts. Yeah, Hurts. And then maybe Hurts is 3, 4, right in there.
Well, don't forget there's Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson plays for the Giants, so you might want to put him ahead of Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
I could, but I still think even Wentz was better than Hurts. If Wentz was still there, I think the Eagles might be elite. I mean,
he's still playing. Carson Wentz is. We played him a couple weeks ago.
The Vikings tried to kill him, though.
I thought they were going to beat you. Because I look at the teams you play, right? You lost to the Broncos at home.
Mm-hmm.
You lost to the Giants on the road.
Yeah.
Now the Broncos loss, it was okay. I mean, I think the Broncos are good. Like they beat the Jets 13-11. I mean, the Jets are the best 1-7 team in the history of the NFL. If you ask, there's Grok and there's Chat GPT. If you ask them, the Jets should be 6-2. At worst 5-3. Okay.
Yeah, man. Sometimes it's just not fair.
No, you guys. I know you guys talk about the Eagles that are 6-2, right?
Yeah.
That's two really bad losses. That's a big difference between being 8-0 and 6-2. I think with a team like that should never lose to the New York Giants. They're garbage. And the Giants somewhat dominated the Eagles, right?
Yeah, it was the Scadaboo game. I mean, Scadaboo
Give a
kind
good
of
beatdown.
came and put on him. I mean, I guess we put the kibosh on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
and the Eagles deserve a lot of credit because when Scatterboo got hurt and Big Dom brought the piece of the cheesesteaks, I mean, come
yeah,
on.
that was a great story.
No matter
Classy
what,
move.
that's a class
Yeah.
move.
Yeah, that was we didn't talk about that, but that's a great story. Big Dom visiting a couple of the players. I mean, I think Zach Bond even visited him. He's the one who injured him on the play. He went and visited him. But Big Dom brought him some Angelo's pizza and cheesesteaks in the hospital after a surgery and was there when he woke up. And that's some classy.
That was a classy move. But
like the fans in Philly, we're classy. We're just classy all around. See, Bill, this is why you need to get on board. Right, you're a year late, but we'll let you in. We're accepting applications for the fandom. You know what I mean? We can add you. We know a guy. We can get you on. We can get you in here. I got enough Eagles gear. We can throw it at you. I think it will look good on you.
It's not like you're coming from a team that's going anywhere, right?
Yeah.
The Jets are dead. They might as well just resign from the NFL. They're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, we won our only game without Sauce Gardner. So we proved we don't need Sauce Gardner.
Yeah.
Okay. We had some early injuries. Justin Fields is coming around. He's learning the offense a little bit. I mean, there's a lot of time left. I don't know what you guys are looking at.
No, you're right. You're right. I mean, I feel you guys could probably win that division.
Well, listen, if you look at it, I mean, if the Jets were in the NFC East, they're probably 6-2.
Yeah.
It's a shit division.
Yeah.
We got the Bills, we got the Patriots, we have the Jets, the Dolphins. The Dolphins
not
are
very
close,
good.
okay?
Yeah.
The Dolphins are close. The AFC East by far the most powerful division in the NFL.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. No, I definitely I could see your logic there for sure.
Right. And if we could get like a guy like Carson Wentz on one of the teams, I mean, elite.
You had Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
You had Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. Let me tell you. I wasn't a real Aaron Rodgers fan. He's kind of a weirdo.
Yeah.
He's a strange cat. He's a strange cat.
He's He's a little bit different. Now, did you guys happen to watch his special? That's on like Prime or something.
Where he's doing ayahuasca in the jungle and
smoking some shit.
I heard about it.
You know what? Within your podcast the next month or two, watch it and then talk about it a little bit. It's actually really good.
Okay.
It shocked me. Like I had a better understanding of the guy. He's still weird, but I mean, it was like a cool event. Like he was. It let me look at him in a different light. But
yeah, you don't want him. I don't want him starting quarterback with me, but I'll definitely party with the guy.
He's headed to a pretty good run here with the Steelers. I mean,
they're not bad.
Yeah, I mean, definitely the best. I mean, being the second best team in Pennsylvania, I can look at the Steelers and say, they're it.
Yeah. The AFC. I mean, pretty balanced league. I mean, I think from Jets all the way to the top. I mean, I think one of those teams could probably dominate in the NFC. And in my opinion, if I'm looking at, because you got the Redskins, Giants, Cowboys. The second best team in the NFC is the Carolina Panthers right now.
Man,
it's garbage.
Oh man.
I mean, what other team?
I mean, thank you to the Panthers.
Lions?
Yeah. Who would you say the best team in the NFC is right now?
I like the Lions.
You like the Lions? Yeah.
I like the Lions. I think
they have a long history of winning, so that I get on that,
They've lost a few Thanksgiving Day games, but I mean, other than that, I mean, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm 60, so I think they're like 1 in 59 on
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 Thanksgiving.
in my lifetime
Yeah.
on Thanksgiving.
And
But
one of them, Barry
they,
Sanders, had to run for like 250 yards just to get that win.
Yeah.
I mean, they were so bad that they made Barry Sanders retired when he was like 24
Yeah.
because
No,
I can't play for these guys
well,
anymore.
look at that. They had two generational talents at their positions. They had Barry Sanders, who retired in his prime because he was sick of losing, and then you had Johnson Megatron, who was one of the
Yes.
best receivers to
Yeah,
ever lace
he
him
was.
up, and he quit because he was sick of losing.
Yep.
You know, I guess that you
And
could
then
say
you got
that at least the
St.
Jets
Brown
don't
now,
retire
right?
guys. I got to give it to the Jets. At least they don't retire guys.
Listen, I mean, come on. Listen,
Oh,
you
they
got
just
two, what do
leave.
you got? What do the Eagles have? 2 Super Bowls?
Yeah. How many
We
Jets got?
one. Joe Namath. I
Oh.
mean, arguably the best quarterback to ever play the NFL.
Yeah.
The guy,
Mike
Broadway Joe.
My great grandfather used to tell me stories about Joe Namath.
yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah, it's
Joe
pretty
was
good.
pretty good.
Yeah.
And we got a good running back already now, Brees Hall. We had Curtis Martin. I mean, listen, guys
Mark
were pretty
Sanchez.
good. There were some good players.
Stabbing dudes.
Oh, yeah.
Getting stabbed.
Listen,
Yeah.
Fighting
Mark
old
Sanchez,
men.
Yeah, but you go back to Mark Sanchez. I mean, he had a little rough night a couple weeks ago or whatever in Indianapolis, but he did get the Jets to 2 AFC championships.
He did.
And had a bad first half against the Steelers and ran out of time in the second half where they would have gone to the Super Bowl that year.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Jalen Hurts could never.
Jalen Hurts, he just doesn't do it for me. He just doesn't do it for me. No.
What do you want him to do?
No,
What would he have to do?
What their offense is, what is it, Frutato or Frutulo or whatever
Patulo.
Frutullo, the offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
I'm not sold on it. Because it runs the little swing passes and shit. Shaquan Barkley is not the same player. They don't utilize him right. I just don't get what they're doing. And if you're going to win a Super Bowl, you have to put this all together. And they haven't. When have the Eagles really dominated? Now, don't get me wrong.
Last
it's
week.
A win league in the NFL.
Last week.
Who'd they play?
The Giants.
They're terrible.
They're not good. I give you that, but it's a divisional. But listen, it's a divisional opponent that came in and
They always play tough.
That gave us a tough go a couple weeks ago. We shook it off and came back and showed who the big brother was and whooped their ass. Me personally, I think we're trending in the right direction. From week 1 to now, our offense has looked better and better and better and better. Our defense has looked better and better and better. And last year, we looked shaky pre-bye week, and we really had like an honest sit down, and we figured things out. Post-bye week, we go on a historic run and a Super Bowl. So if we can hopefully do similar things from last year, if we can figure stuff out during this bye week, the only thing I'm worried about the Eagles is we become complacent because we're not really scratching and clawing for our division anymore. Like we're kind of cruising and.
Well, I mean, I guess that's good and bad. I look at it as a bonus, right? You don't have to beat guys up. It's the NFL. It's the NFL, right? You got to be healthy, and it's a hard, long season for guys. When, I mean, my team played with the best NFL player in the history of the NFL, Tom Brady, in their league for 20 years. Okay.
Yeah.
And I used to get pissed off because they cheated like motherfuckers. I couldn't stand it. Okay. They cheated and cheated and cheated. They would suspend Tom Brady for 4 games. They suspended him 4 games in the beginning of the season when he's 40 years old. That just helps him.
Yeah, that helps him for sure.
He doesn't have to play. So you should suspend him in the last 4 games.
Yep.
That's when he gets suspended. So, you look at that in the NFL. But the Eagles, I think, honestly, do they have a chance to repeat this year? I think they do. I really do, because the NFL's kind of strange this year, I think.
No, it definitely is.
There's some shitty teams.
Yeah, I mean, you have the Indianapolis Colts with Daniel Jones as the one of the top teams going, and that's crazy to me.
Oh, you're lucky he's out of the NFC East, or he'd be the best quarterback in the NFC East. I mean, he's
For some reason,
he's way
he just
better
couldn't
than
play. He just couldn't do what he wanted to do.
Couldn't
No,
hang.
but this is what happens sometimes with teams. I mean, you look at Sam Darnold now; he's killing it. I think Seattle's probably one of the biggest, hurdles we're gonna have to
they're
face.
looking good.
They look really, really
I
good.
like their coach.
Yeah,
I like Seattle's coach.
yeah.
I like Seattle's coach. And a lot of guys don't like Sirianni. I like Sirianni.
Mm-hmm.
When we talk about the weird factor, that guy's a weird dude.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, if somebody came to me and said, "Oh, we found out that he's a serial killer and he's burying people in the ocean," I'd be like, I can see that. Right?
It tracks.
It tracks. But he's a very good football coach. Like, he makes good plays, because we got Aaron Glenn now. Okay.
Yeah.
I like him as a person. I think he's I don't know. I really don't know how smart he is. I mean,
Yeah.
we've made some very dumb decisions, like not kicking a field goal, like calling a timeout. My wife said, she knows I should be the coach. They should call me. I'm like, I'm a pretty good football guy. Sitting on the couch, I know when to call timeout. I know when to kick a field goal.
Mm-hmm.
And what I don't understand with some of these teams sometimes, it's like, you have 40 fucking coaches there. Like, isn't somebody screaming in your ear to do this?
Yeah.
How could you just make
What are the
these
assistants
dumb
for?
decisions?
Yeah. What do you need 25 assistants for?
Well, listen, but real quick though, I want to thank you. Right now that you mentioned that you should be the head coach and they should listen to you. So you gave Sirianni a compliment. I actually coach the Eagles. I call Sirianni up on a regular basis and tell him what to do. Around week 4 last year, he finally got to my voicemail, run the fucking ball. And the next thing you know, it's history. We're Super Bowl champs. And Saquon Barkley's got 2,000 yards. That was me. So you're welcome and thank you.
Did you suggest he shave his head or no?
I told him to shave his head, shake it up. I'll shave my beard when we lose a game or two. You know what I mean? Kind of start over, start fresh. I'll even shave the balls if it's necessary. But for the most part, I'm just glad he answered my. They need to check their voicemails, Bill, because I think you have some good stuff you could add to the Jets organization.
Yeah,
I think so. And I appreciate those compliments. I'm not really sure about your football knowledge of coaching. I mean, your son's a fucking Minnesota Vikings fan.
He's not. He is not. Listen.
He's got the Justin jersey.
Listen. You know what it is? The gritty. The kids want to do the gritty. It's a dance. I don't know.
Jalen used to do the gritty.
Jalen used to do the gritty. He don't do it no more. He needs to bring it back.
He's going to be a Vikings fan the rest of his life.
Oh God, I hope not. I hope not. That'd be terrible for him. You want to talk about a terrible franchise? I was almost a Vikings fan.
Fan. And listen, they have a Jets guy as their fucking head coach. O'Connell was a quarterback.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. So the ties run deep. Maybe you become a Minnesota fan. Start over. You would look great in purple.
They had Darnold, but then they shipped Darnold off the season. Darnold's fucking revived 2 franchises.
I know. It's crazy.
How about that?
Yeah, he's been good.
And he couldn't win more than 4 games with the Jets. What's that saying?
Oh, his GM was fucking Joe Douglas. He was 13-46 in his fucking career. And Joe Douglas knows how he rolls.
No. Well, we sent him into you guys as a secret agent to fuck your shit up because you were talking all that shit in 2017, 2018 to me. So I called Howie and said, Howie, send someone into that Jets organization. They're a shitstorm. Really fucking send him over the edge. And he goes, I got the guy. And so he sent Joe Douglas over, fucked your shit up, and now he's back with us, and now he's winning,
I got to tell you, that's 8 or 9 years ago, but I got to tell you.
I don't forget.
That party. I fucking don't forget you you're melting on the couch. You were so upset because fucking Dak Prescott was slapping Carson Wentz around. And then you win 1 Super Bowl and now you're a fucking expert, okay? And now I was supposed to go to New Orleans last year and I couldn't go with you guys.
Oh, that would have been great.
But what I'm thinking is
maybe come to Santa Clara. February.
We have Senegal. I'm a Senegal fan in soccer, so we'll talk about that later. Maybe we'll have another episode on that. I'm a big soccer fan, and the government of Senegal, they're probably going to have me at their World Cup game. They qualified for the World Cup, so your
Beautiful.
your audience, whoever's watching, you need to lock in on Senegal. I mean,
Okay.
they got a chance to win the World Cup.
You might be
I mean,
the
I'm
only
rooting hard for
you
them.
might be the only white dude who's a fan of both the Jets and
Correct.
Senegal national soccer team.
But listen,
Well,
I would have loved to have you in New Orleans because I think out of all of the disagreements we've had throughout the years, one thing we can all agree on is fuck the Chiefs. Yeah?
Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck the Chiefs.
Yeah. I think we could all agree
I
with
mean,
that. That's kind of a
listen,
universal thing. They've become like the almost like the Cowboys in that realm. If
Yeah.
you're not a fan of them, you just don't like them.
Yeah.
They're hard to like.
I do not like I like Rice though. I think Rice is plays hard. I like
Yeah.
the way he plays.
Well, they got a couple
I don't-
pieces, but overall,
I don't like Travis Kelce.
yeah, no, fuck him.
Yeah,
And his brother.
Yep.
Yeah, his brother's a fraud.
Yeah.
His brother's a fraud. His brother's a real fraud. I was rooting for the Eagles against Kansas City.
Respect.
I thought honestly, I think the Eagles played as well as any team has ever played in the Super Bowl. It was just, I don't think Kansas City played that well, but I think the reason they didn't play that well is because of the Eagles.
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought it was of a Super Bowl or a game. The Eagles as a team played as whole as any, similar to our World Series this year, like the baseball World Series. I think it was the best baseball World Series in the history of World Series.
Yeah, it was great.
But the Eagles really, really played well, and I think
Let's go. We have a
Jets were
time
game
machine.
like that-
Listen, we got a time machine. We take
Hey.
last year's Eagles team. We go back to Super Bowl III, and it's Jets versus Eagles.
Oh.
Who do we got? You got Joe Namath. He's still making a guarantee.
Joe Namath is throwing fucking dimes all over the field. Okay, I mean, and the sidelines, he's fucking slamming a fucking beer. Okay, listen, he's not soft. He's not doing no tush push or anything. He's just fucking let's go. Like you're playing it in the grass. You touch anybody, all that shit. He was, dude. If the Eagles went back to Super Bowl III, they're fucked. Okay, the New York Jets in Super Bowl III may have been the best sports team in the history of sports. Okay.
Yeah, that's a guarantee right there.
I do want to say something about the tush push because you brought it up. I'm gonna throw some shade at the Buffalo Bills because those clowns. How many times did they run the tush push the other night?
Oh man, they've run it more this year than we have.
Yeah, they have more tush push touchdowns than the Eagles have this year.
Yeah.
But Sean McDermott, what did he say? He voted against the tush push for player safety.
Player safety,
and
didn't
that
like it. Yep.
Clown baby is running that play as often as he possibly can.
Last year they were 16-17 with it. They ran it later as the year went on. They had the highest efficiency of running it. The only thing is, when it counted, they got stuffed.
Yeah.
And then they decided they want to get rid of it.
Then
all
they
of a
cried
sudden.
about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck that.
Yeah.
The Bills are becoming a little unlikable too with stuff like that.
Because they're pretty good too, though. I mean, listen, you can't not like Josh Allen. The guy's a fucking player.
Yeah, he's a player. But I mean,
he's a good player, and then nobody talks about it. Their little running back Cook is fucking.
no,
nasty,
Cook is
dude.
he's good this year. He's
a good player.
Last couple years he's been good.
Yes, and he doesn't get a lot of love. Maybe because it's Buffalo. Like if he was in New York.
No, for sure.
Can you imagine if like Philadelphia, because it's a shithole city, right? If they were like Philadelphia was in New York, all the attention they would get on the media. If you think about it, the Jets, 1-7, ESPN, Fox, they don't talk about the Eagles. They talk about the Jets.
The Jets aren't even in New York.
Yeah, no.
They're not even in
New
New
Jersey
York.
Jets. They don't talk about the New Jersey Jets. And here's the thing. We have become the most talked about team. It's kind of crazy. I don't like it, actually, how talked about we are. But like every time fucking Jalen Hurts farts or sneezes, it's front line, and the guy doesn't do anything but quiet. He just quietly goes about his business. AJ Brown reads a book on the sidelines. It becomes a #1 bestseller. Yeah. It's kind of crazy how the Eagles have like taken over the news cycle.
I think he's going to be a problem, and I think the Eagles are really good if they. Honestly, if they had like a Jackson Dart or a Jordan Daniels, I think they would be a lot better.
Listen, all jokes aside, you gotta love Jalen Hurts, because here's the thing about him, right? The thing about him is he's all work. He's not 6'5". He doesn't have a rocket arm. Everything he's done, he's had to build through hard work. And all everybody's done his whole career, even when he was in college, he got benched for Tua. And the fact that he got to win a Super Bowl and Tua's brains are mush right now, it's kind of amazing that, you know, and he never says a word about it. I mean, for a kid like him to get benched during a national title game at halftime and not make a big stink about it. And not only that, he did not transfer the following year. He stayed knowing that Tua was going to be the starter, and sat behind him after leading his team to a national title and not say a word. I mean, there's something about a character.
Oklahoma, right?
And then he went to Oklahoma the following year because, you know, they were saying Tua, we're going to ride with Tua until it's done. Yep. And then he wanted to, you know, it was his final year. He wanted to play somewhere. So, and you take away, I think it was Joe Burrow had like an unbelievable year and ended up beating Oklahoma in the playoffs. But he was runner-up to the Heisman that year. He built himself up and became a player. Now, and he is not the greatest thrower of a football. He could barely see over the offensive line, and he doesn't do anything particularly exceptional, but he does everything pretty good. And you got to give him a little bit of credit, and that's why I love him, and I think he's perfect fit for Philly. He's tough too.
He is tough.
He's an average NFL quarterback, but if they had a Jackson Dart, or if they had a Sam Darnold.
Listen, don't get me wrong. Listen, Jackson Dart is a stud.
Yeah. Oh, he's a stud, dude.
He's
That's
a stud.
What I'm saying. No, I'm just saying, you're a true Eagles fan.
But listen, can he handle it mentally as the career goes on, as the negative press starts coming in? Because this is only his couple years. He likes to dance. He likes to smile a lot. But when you're 4 and whatever again, 5 and whatever, you know, you start getting your ass whooped a little bit and the New York media starts coming down on you. How are you going to handle that? And to me, I think Jalen Hurts, he is your face of your franchise. I mean, the guy speaks in fortune cookies. He never throws anyone under the bus. He speaks in haikus. He's so what you want from your franchise quarterback as far as temperament and, you know, just being the leader. His leadership capabilities, you can't put that on a stat sheet. And then on top of it, I think he's developing into an exceptional thrower of the football. I mean, his last two games, he's played phenomenal. He had a perfect QBR, and then last week, I mean, all he did was just throw 4 touchdowns, and you know, people. And I heard like them breaking it down, and they're like, "Well, he threw 4 touchdowns, but they were easy touchdowns." It was like,
give me a
the
break.
Fuck are you talking about? Easy touchdowns? There's no easy touchdowns in the NFL.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying if they had, he's a good average quarterback in the NFL. He reminds me like a guy like Matt Jared Goff, Stafford. They're game managers.
Stafford, game manager.
The Eagles need a stud. Always got to get a name and they're a stud. And be the leader. Could you imagine if the Eagles had like a Tom Brady? You know, or back in the day, like a Mark Sanchez, those kind of guys.
But Tom Brady,
we had Mark Sanchez.
We had Mark Sanchez.
We had Mark Sanchez for a little while.
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. Yeah.
But Tom Brady. But that's why I think Tom Brady isn't an exceptional thrower of the football. His greatness was from the preparation and his mental capacity to handle the pressure and stuff. And I think Jalen has a little bit of that. You know what I mean? And to me, I think that's why I love him. You look at not this Super Bowl. Go back and watch the highlights from that Super Bowl 2 years ago.
57?
Yeah. Oh, my God. You could not ask for him to play any better. Nobody showed up. Our defense didn't show up. Our run game didn't show up. He was the first quarterback in NFL history to throw for 300-plus yards and have a 70% completion percentage. And that's something they said he could not do. He contributed to more points in a Super Bowl than any other player in NFL history. He ran for 3, which tied Terrell Davis's record for rushing touchdowns. Threw for 1 to A.J. Brown, which was like a 50-yard bomb on the on his right on the rope, and then a 2-point conversion that ended up tying the game for us. And we're one holding call away from him possibly being a 2-time Super Bowl champion, beating this generation's Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes. So with that said, fuck the Jets.
Fuck the Jets and go Birds.
And that's why I love this. This is why I love this podcast, because you're passionate, you have numbers, you're knowledgeable, you know that shit, right? But I'm just making, from the outside.
Yeah, I'm partial third party. I get it.
Jordan Daniels was there. If Dart was there, I think the Eagles become elite, right? And they talk about them like they talk about the Jets and the Chiefs all the time.
The Jets and the Chiefs.
ESPN.
In the same sentence.
I love that they're
the only time they're in the same sentence is when they're playing each other.
Yeah, like the Jets beat the Chiefs. The Chiefs dominated the Jets today. I think that's the only time I've ever heard them in the same sentence.
If you turn on any sports channel right now, they're talking about the Jets ass raping the Cowboys, ass raping the Indianapolis Colts.
Jets fire
Why
sale.
would you give up those things? So they talk about the Jets, the Chiefs, those things.
Yeah.
But if the Eagles had Scatterboo, they'd talk about them. Right? It's Dart, Jordan Daniels. I mean, if you just turn, I know you hate them, you despise them. But if the Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott was on the Eagles would be elite.
No, that's where you're wrong. I am one of the few people I defend Dak Prescott. I think he's like I think he's a more polished Donovan McNabb in a way, because where he's just like he's not always the best quarterback, but he's one of the best football players on the field. And for the majority of the beginning of his career, the guy just won games. And I don't get that. Yeah, well, not in the playoffs. But I don't get why Cowboy fans hate him. That to me, I don't think he's worth $60 million a year. But I get why you got to pay him. I mean, what you have besides him, you could be the Jets just searching for your quarterback. You guys have been searching for a quarterback since Joe Namath.
Well, I mean, it's hard to replace Joe Namath. The guy's playing good, okay?
No, but I mean, there's franchises that just can't get a quarterback. You look at the Browns. You look at the Browns can't draft a quarterback, and they get a top 5 pick every year. The Jets get a top 5 pick every year, and they can't find a quarterback. So for a guy like Dak Prescott to fall in your lap in the 5th round, and they hate him. And then before him, Tony Romo. I thought they started hating on Tony Romo.
They ran him out.
The guy was an unrestricted free agent rookie signing, and he ended up giving you a chance to win a lot of football games. It's hard to win games in this league.
It is. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying. I just think the Eagles would be better if they had a better quarterback. That's the
consensus. You're not the only person who says that, though.
You brought up my favorite player of all time, Donovan McNabb. And he didn't win a lot in Philadelphia. He's Syracuse University. Right?
Syracuse,
I'm a Syracuse fan.
Yep.
Grew up there, went to saw him play, wore number 5, played college basketball for Syracuse, if you remember.
Yeah.
He was a basketball player for him. But if you look at him, if this Eagles team now had Donovan McNabb, oh God, he would have it would be different in his life.
This guy, Lee's favorite Eagle of all time. He hates Donovan McNabb.
I hate Donovan McNabb.
I don't know why. I don't know how.
I've seen too much rigmarole from him. Nonsensical shit, throwing balls in the dirt. I get that he didn't have receivers for a long time. All right, you had lots of opportunities, guys. You had a lot of. No, he didn't have Carmichael.
No, he had Carmichael. He had Todd Pinkston and James Thrash.
I get that, but I just don't think he had it. He does not have the grit that a Jalen Hurts has. That's why I like a Jalen Hurts. I just don't think Donovan mentally.
Yeah,
and
I can agree with that.
Mentally, I just don't think he had the fortitude in him to properly handle being the quarterback in Philadelphia and taking that team to a championship. He got us very close. I'm not going to take that away from him.
Yeah.
He gave us hope for a lot of years. I just don't think he ever had it in him to do it when it mattered.
Listen, I'll be very fair. I'll be very fair to him. I'll lock in the Jalen Hurts, and I'll I'll give you my honest opinion when I'm done. He's got what, 8 games left? We're
Yeah.
6-2. Got
Yep.
9 games left, right?
Yep.
9 games left.
Well,
When
hopefully
they
more
go,
than
Maybe a
that.
couple playoff
Yeah,
games.
hopefully more than that.
They go. The Eagles go 5-4 with the 9, or what? What do you think they do? I mean,
No.
4-5 or 5-4.
I mean, we have a tough stint coming up. We have we
You
got
have a
the
tough
Packers,
schedule.
followed by the Lions,
Packers, Lions.
Cowboys, Bears.
Yeah.
That's our next 4.
Now, and listen, and you're going to Green Bay,
Yeah.
and they just shit the bed against the Panthers. They very rarely lose 2 in a row at Lambeau.
No, sure.
So
We also
that's
very
gonna be a
rarely
tough-
lose off of a bye.
Yeah, that's a big. That the fact that we're coming off a
Yeah.
bye works well for us.
Rested. Guys
Well-
are fresh.
Well, this is a perfect opportunity. Bill, give us your score predictions for Green Bay Eagles
Monday
Night
night.
Football.
Green Bay 24-20.
Ooh, okay.
27-17 Birds.
Birds by a fucking million.
Let's go.
Let's go.
go.
It's over before it starts.
Well, I appreciate you guys having me on. I really.
No, we appreciate having you.
I being a guest. I follow the podcast.
The
I
first
watch all of
guest.
them.
Yeah,
I think it's
Numero
uno. I think it's a quality podcast, and I think your fans now know the Jets are a force in the NFL. They
Yeah.
know.
I mean, they definitely now know, if they didn't before, that the Jets are an NFL football team.
Well,
And at that, the greatest 1-6, 1-7 in the history of the game, according to all AI sources, which is big. I think there's a trophy for that.
Put
I'm
them
not
in
sure.
Canton.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a trophy they got, maybe a gold jacket or something. I don't know yet. We'll run that by some sponsors, and we'll see what we can get you.
you've heard that-
We'll
you've
get
heard
you.
that here
Listen, when
first.
it's all said and done, that's gonna be our Christmas gift for you. We're gonna get you the world champion, greatest 2-15 or whatever that you guys end up as team in the NFL history. That's what it's gonna
It's going to
get.
be an upside down Lombardi trophy.
Hey, I'm an AI fan.
It's
okay?
gonna be like a limp dick Lombardi. It's gonna be like this, drooped over.
Don't think I made that shit up, okay? You guys understand that my wife is a diehard Jets fan. I heard it from her.
She told you.
In her work, she does a lot. She came down and she says, I put the Jets in the AI, and they said if everything worked out, they should be 5-2. I mean, at the time.
Yeah.
At the time.
Yeah.
And if the queen had balls, she'd be the king.
Yeah, correct. So I have to go with that, right? She comes down, so I
Listen.
started running my AI stuff.
Yeah.
If you put the Jets in AI, we look better.
The wife is always right. I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
Happy wife,
Yeah.
happy
Well,
life.
Well, listen,
Yeah,
Billy boy,
absolutely.
it's been great. I'm sure we'll have you on again. This
Yeah.
has been enjoyable.
Yeah.
And once in a while, we just need somebody to bring us back down to a little closer to earth, because we have a tendency to kind of get unwieldy here with our expectations
Yeah.
and thinking that the Eagles are the greatest team ever, because I mean they are the Super Bowl champs and one of the best
And the
records in
number one team in the
football.
NFC.
Hey,
But once in a while, we need
Jordan
somebody
Love,
like you to like
Yeah,
laugh with.
we appreciate you.
Well, no, we're not gonna laugh. Jordan Love throws a couple touchdown passes. They get a field goal or two, and 24-20. They beat the Eagles. You'll be like, holy shit, this guy. You
guy's
might think
locked
I'm
in.
AI,
Listen,
okay.
They
You'll
they
think
beat
I'm
us
AI.
24-20. We'll have you back every week to get your picks. We'll have Bill's picks.
And then we're gonna go after a gambling
Yeah.
sponsor.
Yeah, now we're gonna get a gambling sponsor. We're gonna have Bill's Furious 5, and we're gonna let you pick 5 must-have games. Well, it'll be 4 good ones, and then the Jets. I'm sure you'll pick the Jets to win one.
And when DraftKings or FanDuel looks at this podcast and they see me on there, you guys gonna have to sweeten the pot and start bidding for me, okay? 'Cause-
we absolutely will. We listen.
yeah.
We know who butters the bread, brother. We know who it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, next time we'll meet in Chicago, have another beer. And some
Oh
pizza in
boy,
fucking
yeah. Fuck.
not in January.
Never
I
again
still
in
have fucking- I still
January,
have fucking
February.
frostbite on my. I still
Yeah.
have fucking frostbite on my ear. Okay.
Yeah, they weren't lying about the fucking Windy City. The first thing you
No, I
bought.
had to buy-
The
I had
first
to
thing
buy
he
a
bought.
$38
Yeah, the
hat.
first thing he bought right as we got there, he goes, "Let's go into a sports store. I got to get a fucking winter hat because the wind was
It
just
was
whipping."
brutal.
Yeah, it was
Brutal.
It was bad.
No,
And
thank
it was
you.
COVID. We had to stand out in the line, if you remember.
Yeah.
So, well,
Yep.
Yeah.
I look forward to getting up there. You guys have a spectacular podcast.
Thanks,
It's
brother.
going to be well received everywhere, and pretty soon I'll be able to watch it on fucking YouTube TV.
I love it.
Pat McAfee has no idea what the fuck is coming at him.
Yeah,
we're gonna
buddy.
get him.
Let's go.
We're gonna
Let's
get him.
go.
All right, boys. We'll see you.
Appreciate you,
Bill.
Bill.
Go Birds,
Go
baby.
Birds.
Thanks for having me. All right, see ya.
Hey, that was good, buddy.
We loved it.